People always think that, oh, teams, everyone's really friendly and everyone's really close, we're friends, but it's not always like that. Especially for me, where I've been around for so long, I've always had a different mindset from a lot of the players. I've always just been about winning. But along the way, you do make friends, and there's no denying that. TSM, I've been with them for so long. A lot of those guys, my friends, even though we aren't as close nowadays, we still talk, we still hang out once in a while, and we still reminisce. We're just friends. It's kind of like high school friends or something. You don't see them for a while, but once you see them again, you still talk. Yeah, it's fun to talk with them, fun to catch up a little bit. Even though we do see them occasionally, you don't usually have extended hangouts. And it's the first time I hung out with TSM in pretty much forever, so it's nice.
Vive, Vive,
Five.
So we're in San Francisco right now. We're at some HTC office. I have no idea where you are, so if I get murdered anytime soon, just you guys will see the remains of that. We're here to test out the HTC Vive that was just recently announced, and pretty excited. I've never tested anything VR related. Oculus Rift, never tried that. So I'm really excited. This should be a really cool experience. Phoenix and I are both here to just test it out. And then to fly back down for swims in a few hours, but hey, should be worth it. I think the easiest way to describe it was, wow. It was so interesting. It was like, I went in there expecting, VR is such a new thing. I was expecting not much from it. And what I got was, it just blew my mind. And it wasn't just like the graphics, it's just the way VR is, how immersive it is. You just look around, you try touch, things react, you play around with your surroundings, and you spin around 360, you can't even see your own feet. It's a different world. And technology.
Probably annoying. Phoenix, you feel that? Your body's moving, I know you feel that.
Don't touch my body!
Don't touch my He just control F's his name in the comments to see what people are saying about him. As soon as he goes into red, they're control F special.
The ward goes down to keep fishing of someone they already
He's so good! Damn, dude, that's such a hypey game. That was so hypey.
So this week we against teammate and TIP. They are pretty strong team now, and it's very important for us. And we do have a Piglet come back on the main roster, and I was very looking forward to Piglet's performance this week, which team has a very excellent weekend. And you ready, Piglet? Look the confidence on Piglet's face. All right, guys.
That's the confidence he had when he world champion.
Look at that focus. Yeah. Hope you win.
Like, now we have Impact going with the
versus County Troll. Take a snapshot of the CS. It's an overall equal.
Minion game.
I'm gonna clear this.
Yeah.
One mid laner plus
I have you back.
top laner.
I could get Dovey
So
back,
if
comes
these
here.
lanes mean anymore. If these
Oh
actually
my God,
become imbalanced lanes, I want to see
Can we
one of
push?
the teams gets a solo lane
Okay.
CS advantage.
Okay.
Oh my God! Gonna drop this one. Holding cloth with the team has worked out. Here comes Lute. They're gonna go in. Can they get Piglet all the way to the
Turn it back. That's getting bottom.
1-for-0. They trade
fuck.
back and forth, but it's
fine, it's fine.
The second
They're on it. We need people. They got it. Can we go mid? Go mid. Go on rumble.
No.
Go and rumble still.
Restart. Will not take death mark damage, but a lot of AoE. Vi goes into the back line. Piglet on the back as well. Dodo pushes the team back, but there will be a kill onto Janna. It's a 2-for-1 so far. Maple trading blows. He's got to be careful. More backline pressure. Big damage comes in from Slushy. Takes everyone down in a triple kill. It's only Quas. It's going to be another pick up by Graves. There's the wave. Turret goes down. Inhibitor's next. 20 seconds on Thresh.
I think they have
Here's the wave.
There's so much AP on
30% bonus damage.
that he's
Also
going to be
turrets.
chunking that turret as well. Yeah,
That's game. Yeah, that's game.
Just one.
Turret number 2. That's going to be it. That's going to be Team 8 taking down Team Liquid. 4 wins in a row. They move up the standings. What a great win for Team 8. They played the 5-dragon game. They got the 5th dragon. They won the team fight. They won the game. I mean, yes, that is a textbook example of how to win the game. Again, Piglet was picked up to help carry this team. It's gotta still be him. He's the only guy doing well on this team.
It's kind of unfair for Piglet. What is it about this team that when Keith is there, everyone else seems to do better? Piglet needs to carry this game if Team Liquid wants to win.
Piglet is a very emotional player. He's actually just an emotional person. You know, when you see him hang out with his friends, when you see him hang out with the other members, he's got a bit of aegyo to him, and aegyo is the Korean word that's like cute. Like, he really likes being cute. That's just his character. But he does take losses very hard, and even while he was on SKTK, when he would cry after winning a perfect season just because he was unhappy with his own play. You know, like, his team did great, but he was really disappointed in himself. So that just already goes to show you what kind of person he is. He's really, when he's happy, but when he's upset or when he takes a loss, you know, he really does take it to heart.
Stand in.
So there's some Korean players who adjust very, very well to new situations. Piglet is extremely Korean in the sense that he's very set in his ways, and he knows what he knows, and it's very hard for him to adjust and adapt to a new environment. And I think that's what happened when he went over to Team Liquid. He's a great player, and I know his heart's in the right place, but just culturally, it's so different.
They might be looking for a dive bottom.
Rush is going to
they've carded this ult.
Path, but everybody else is going to have to follow in his wake. Right now, his path leads bottom lane, and Chae's going to help out, at least get assists for this.
Earlier with a blue buff pick.
Those from full HP.
Blood goes to Adrian. Now the target onto a special. Adrian still has aggro. He's regenning.
On not Lee Sin.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, true. Ulti comes in. They're trying to take this fight. Quas takes a big chunk of damage. Assault battery is up, which
I'm
means
out of mana.
I'm
gonna die here. Did I get him?
By impact, but he will
This card, this ult is like, it's brutal.
He went back in. Serious? They take him down.
They're coming in.
They're coming in.
They're looking to fight.
Balcony behind.
They want to try and trap him in the pit.
They're going on me.
Yeah.
They try.
Leona.
Slow down. They look for something special with the disengage.
I'm stuck in your ulti. I ended it.
Well, the first comes across. Who's going to be the first casualty?
Rush got healed. It's like 100 HP.
Now took aggro from Dragon, and the kills start falling in. 2 for 0. Rush gets out. Piglet gets caught. Impact gonna take down his teammate. Gives the kill over to Apollo here. 3-0 Impulse.
On Rush. Okay, I'm CC locked forever. Gonna move.
See, I want Janna. See.
No, I think we should have banned Karthus. Like, we have no experience against it, and we just, like, didn't know its strength.
We wanted to pick, like, LeBlanc against it.
Yeah, we wanted to pick LeBlanc. I didn't understand the Lulu at all. I think our draft was just, like, so bad.
Yeah, it was.
Well, then LeBlanc isn't getting against Maokai, though. That's the only thing.
I was really concerned about Piglet when I was hearing he's not doing very well. So I did contact the front of SKT, and she's very close with all the players. And I just said, you know, have you talked to him? He's not giving me much. Has he said anything to you? And she said, she goes, you know, I understand all the concerns everyone's having. Piglet, even in the SKT house, thought he was the best. You know, he was like, I'm better than Faker. I'm better than everyone out there. And he is very prideful in that. Now, one of the reasons he did so well on SKT was because CJ had rejected him just before. And that vengeance drive is so strong in him, that whole, what, you can't think I can do it? No, I'm gonna prove you wrong. And I think that is a really big thing to him. When Team Liquid benched him, that was the wake-up call. It was kind of like, oh wait, I know I'm better than everyone, but there must be something wrong.
What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to figure out if the problem is the process of how we're doing our bans and picks, and it sounds like it's okay.
I don't know.
What it is all the teams sitting together. We go through the whole process. We go through different iterations of what could happen, and then something is decided. Right? If they do this, if they do this, if they do this, and we've got like 15 different things or whatever, and then that's what it is. Everybody buys off on it, and then we do that. It seems pretty like straightforward.
So yeah, I agree. But that's pretty much what happened like this morning, or before our game. When we picked support here, I was like, no, we can't pick Annie because they can't pick Leona. Couldn't pick AD there. Like, so we're just going through a whole bunch of situations, and then the last one we went with was Cost was like, oh, this is flex pick Kennen. So we had like 5 seconds left, and we picked Kennen. Yeah. And we didn't think about all that situations, and yeah, that's what happened. It's just like happened. If people are like kind of questioning it, and then Peter is like questioning himself as well, then we're not going to have a decisive pick.
The important part is the process is still solid.
I think the process was fine.
That's the most important part.
It's been like yesterday was fun. Like Peter spent a long time figuring out everything, gave us a bunch of like options, and then
Okay, good.
Yeah, we got a lot better in drafting, and we knew exactly what to how to react better to draft in LCS. That I think that's a lot more valuable than planning before the match too much and just having a lot of things set up prepared. Because if in Champ Select in LCS something doesn't go as we planned, then we end up with like a terrible team comp, and I think that's our biggest problem.
What do you think went bad in Team 8? What do you think went bad?
Yesterday.
Bad. You played bad?
And Quads played bad. So Piglet wants Janna because
we know that.
He thought if Janna didn't die in bottom. Janna should Q and Piglet usually
Janna better. Janna better.
I was just behind the entire game, and then I think we just underestimated the power of Karthus, and we just hadn't played against it. Like I know for a fact no one on the team expected that dive to happen level 6. Like 0 people expected Karthus ult plus Vi level 6 just killing them for full life.
Oh shit.
The majority, like, if you go read like our Reddit threads, like it's not even just like random Reddit like Twitter hate. Legitimately, the majority of the community thinks that we are intentionally throwing games. Like they think that me, Xpecial, Quas, and Phoenix are intentionally throwing games to keep Piglet off the roster because we like Keith better, and we're like trying to shove it in management's face and just like, there's gonna be a severe overreaction from the community if we bench Piglet after these games because he didn't do that bad. There's a huge amount of hate right now. Like probably the most hate I've ever seen. At least I don't know if you've checked Reddit or anything.
I haven't checked Reddit.
This is the most vocal amount of hate I've ever received in my life. People are gonna actually think that that's what happened. It's like, yeah, well, everyone just
people are in disbelief that we played this bad.
I want to keep Piglet at this point, and now people are gonna think that I'm like the main one that wanted to keep Keith because in like the way they perceive it, they don't view level 1 8 camps to 4 camps. They don't view any of that. So they just view it as like, oh, he was hard carrying versus TSM and CLG. And then with Piglet, he's 0-6-1.
Negative people talk more than the positive people talk.
Yeah,
you know that, and you know all this.
Yeah, like, I mean, I've been in the scene 3 years, but I'm like telling you that like out of my 3-year career, I've never received this much public.
You know
hate.
why? Because we release this series, we have more fans. We're growing more fans. They're becoming connected with us. They watch the games and they are fucking upset. They're like mad. They're like, holy fuck, I wanted them to win so bad. I watched this fucking episode. I like Dom, and now they're not winning. Like, and they just get angry, and they want to have an outlet for that. Yeah. Like, and if that's you, or if that's whatever it is, or Reddit,
some of the stuff hits me though.
Piglet was one of the weirdest players I've played with. I didn't get the feel that he was just gifted player. It didn't seem like as if he can pick up champions just like that. But the quality I liked about him so much was just that he just practiced so much. It was kind of inhuman how many hours he could practice. And that's something that Piglet is known for. But at the same time, it affected our team in a way where I don't think anybody expected it, where just because someone's practicing so hard, and you would think that would relate to a positive translation in team play, it didn't. It made the team feel a lot more distance because he was always practicing. He'd be up until 5, 6, 7, 8 a.m. when we had scrims in just 4 hours. So he wouldn't be getting enough sleep. And that it's so hard to explain to somebody, all right, you're working really hard, but you're working too hard. And that was something that was really difficult for us to really get him to understand. And at least nowadays, it's a lot better. I think we're getting a lot better as a team, and we're getting along really well. It really feels like we're pretty close-knit. Phoenix, Piglet, Dom, Quas, and I, we're pretty much, we see each other as friends. And obviously when Keith is here too, we're always really friendly with him. So I think it's finally time for us to look strong, and finally time for us to get good. I mean, it's about time.
Because right now we're basically 1 game up on 7th place, I think. I think they're right behind us. And so we can't afford to have like another 0-2 weekend. And I think we all know that like this weekend had nothing to do with Piglet and like his play. And it was like a huge team failure and picks bans and then like individual play. Bot lane played mostly really well. So like obviously what we're gonna do this week has nothing to do with what happened this weekend in terms of individual play. It's mostly about our standing and the fact that we need to win now to get into playoffs and start getting circuit points for trying to qualify for Worlds from now on. And so with that in mind, we're going to be scrimming with both Piglet and Keith and decide later next week who we use going forward. And so, like I said, the reason for this is because we need to win next weekend's games and the weekend after that. Next weekend's games are definitely the hardest because that's when we play C9 too. So we want to make sure that we win those games, give ourselves the best chance to, so that we can have a good seeding in the playoffs and start getting circuit points.
Yeah. So ultimately, like, everyone needs to contribute as much as possible in the next 2 weeks so that we win these next 2 games coming up and the week after. Those 4 games and then playoffs are like the immediate focus. And everyone can do things to improve that, including management. So we heard everybody loud and clear yesterday. Bans and picks is a major problem in our drafting.
And not just at LCS.
And not just at LCS.
In practice.
Like in practice, we disagree on champions. We play too much shit that we never use in LCS. Complete waste of time. And we need earlier strategy. We need to think about those team comps and what we could potentially play, and we need to perfect those throughout the week or the 2 weeks. So we should play a team comp so many times we know the exact weaknesses and we know how the strengths are. And it's just like clockwork, right? We feel really cool with this comp. We feel really cool with this comp. And if we can get like 3 comps that we feel good with, then great.
Oh, are we ready? There were definitely times where he would like tilt in scrims, where he would get camped and he would try and play the lane like he wasn't getting camped, or he would die early and the other guy would come back with a BF sword he has a pickaxe and he'd try and play like that wasn't the situation because he wanted to play aggressive or whatever. And so, since he's come back, I'd say that's like the biggest improvement would be like he plays the scrims more seriously, I guess, when things aren't going right. And even a couple times like he would die to like a gank he should have lived from, and you'd even hear him say like sorry or something, which is something that you wouldn't hear before. And his communication is better, and after the games, he's more like involved with the team, where sometimes he could be a little kind of like where Peter's talking to the team, he wouldn't, like if he was talking to Dahmer especially about shot calls, Piglet wouldn't always listen, but neither would like other people on the team, of course, but he's been better about listening during those times too.
Go, okay. Go. We are done, bro.
Some of the reasons that Piglet is playing this week are mainly because he worked his ass off to get his starting spot back. He changed his complete attitude towards the team. He wanted to work with them, like not carry them. And he realized that this is a team game and he can't win it by himself. And the easiest way for him to win, again, is to make himself a part of the team.
Yeah. Crash. Double it, bro.
This weekend? 2-0. 2-0? We use you. We beat you. 2-0.
Win.
2-win.
Ah,
win
2-0?
Yeah, win 2-0. So must win. Good win. Okay? You win?
Carry versus United?
Well, I'm always scream carry.
Yeah. Here's what like your like your first.
Remember Masters?
Okay, good. Good job, Piglet. Very happy.
You need a break?
You break.
You first. Show me. You probably do like.
Bye.
Okay. Hola, me llamo Piglet. Gracias.